everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bree. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. So we are talking all things Juvia's Place. So I've mentioned in the past few videos that I had finally gotten my hands on their new foundation and their powder foundation, and of course I've always been using their lip products and their eyeshadows, all that good stuff. So I wanted to come back today and do a full face. So everything Juvia's Place, what I'll be using. If I don't have it, I won't be mentioning it, of course, but I feel like I have a good amount that I could work with, basically. So before we get started, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts on Juvia's Place. Have you tried them? What are your favorite products, colors, all the things? And make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss a BFF upload, and share this with your friends, all the things. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we're going to get into the eyes first. So first I'm going to be going in with my Juvia's Place. This is their Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer. And I use mine in the shade 2. It's a little bit light. I'm like not in a bad way, but just lighter. I haven't checked to see like what other colors that they do offer, but I've been using this one for a while and it is really good. So I do make sure whenever I use that eye primer to set it with a powder. So as you can see, eyes are prepped, but eyeshadow palettes. So as you can see, your girl loves some Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. They are really good, very affordable, and I feel like most of them are travel friendly, and they do have like good shades to where you can create like a full eye look with them. You don't have to like go back and forth between palettes or anything. So I love all of them. I believe they do still carry like some of the minis, and I don't think I have like all of them, but a good chunk of them. The nudes, the chocolates, the berries, the violets, those are really good. This is my all-time favorite. This is the Warrior palette because it just has all of the perfect like neutral shades. Also have this Bronze Rustic palette. I have the Culture palette, and then also have the Masquerade Mini. So these have some really pretty colors in them. And then last but not least, the Warrior 2 palette, which also has some good neutrals. These don't have shimmer, so I kind of don't gravitate towards this one too much unless I'm doing like a neutral eye look, but it is still a really good one nonetheless. But today, I think I'm going to go in with the Bronze Rustic, and then I might dibble and dabble a little bit into this Warrior palette. I did see, let's see, Savannah Silver on Instagram, and she just did a really pretty look with the chocolates. She did like a brown smoky eye, but I'm gonna save this for another time. So y'all stay tuned. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these two palettes here. Alrighty, so I'm going to go in with the Warrior palette. This is my favorite transition shade. Today I'm actually getting dressed. I got a little time, but we are going to my husband's co-worker's graduation party. So y'all should have seen me trying to find an outfit. Hilarious. It's kind of hard, especially with like some events, because it's like it's a graduation party, so you know it's usually not too dressy, but then it's also like, you know, it's still a coworker, and then you're going to be around their family and stuff. So you're just not like 100% sure on like what to wear and everything. So I'm pretty sure I was in my closet for about 30 minutes trying to find something to wear. But I narrowed it down to 2 outfits. The other thing that was throwing me off was it's kind of later on this afternoon. It's not until 5 o'clock. But then also today in Dallas, it is in like the upper 60s. So, and it's not really sunny, so it makes it kind of cool. So, you know, it kind of limits your outfits. Like, well, I don't want to put on a sweater. But then I'm also just like, okay, what do I wear? And yeah, it was a whole, I don't want to say it was a hot mess, but it was just like, what do I wear that's not like too revealing? I don't wear like too much revealing clothes, but you know, sometimes you just want to let a little something show. So yeah, so I think I narrowed it down. I might try to show y'all in this video what I decide to wear, but if not, stay tuned on my YouTube. I'm not my YouTube channel, y'all, my YouTube channel, my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna do it. I've been trying to do a lot more fashion this year. So, and of course, some of those reels to make it onto YouTube as a YouTube short. So yeah, so that's what I'm actually getting ready for. That's why my hair is not done. It's like this little lopsided bun, all the things. So yeah, but look how pretty this shade is. It's just pretty, it blends easily, and it's a good look. Also, I did film a reel, which might go up before this YouTube video, with using majority of Juvia's Place products, and y'all, I didn't film an outro. So that's part of today's video, is I'm going to try to remember. I'm going in with, sorry, with my Bronze Rustic. I'm going in with this shade here. None of these shades have names, unfortunately. I'm going to try to create like a little outer V situation. But yeah, I did not create an outro to that reel. So I'm going to try to recreate that makeup look today. So that way I can film an outro and let that reel go live. But just something short and sweet to post on Instagram. Next up, I think I'm going to go in with this kind of like gold shimmer shade. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Alright y'all, so this is what the eyes are looking like now. I did go ahead and do eyeliner off camera. I don't know if Juvia's Place has a liquid eyeliner. I'm going to double check. If they do, I'll try to pop up a picture. Unfortunately, I didn't grab it. So I use a different one. But if they do have eyeliner, of course, would have used it. But I like this. It's very like, it gives like golden hour basically, but on the eyes. And I love it. And I feel like it's a very good like transitional look. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get into complexion. Okay, so this is, I've used this before, I just wanted to keep it in its packaging. So this is their I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. So I got mine in the shade 230, which is Malawi, I believe is how you pronounce it. So a little warning, when I first filmed like me using this foundation, it looks very muddy on my face, but it works. So just keep that in mind when you do see me trying to, you know, or not trying, when I put it on my face, it is going to come up kind of muddy. I'm trying to decide if I, like, it ends up looking really good, like once everything is done, but it's like that initial, like, woo, this is kind of different. So yeah, but, oh, sorry, I didn't show y'all. This is like the packaging, super cute. And then it does come with a pump, which is kind of dirty because like I said, I've used it. I'm just going to put some pumps. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's because I shook it up or what. There we go. Alrighty, so this is the shade basically. So it is giving like a creamy consistency, which I know a lot of people had mixed feelings about their, what is it called? So this one is their I Am Magic. So I think it was just their I Am Magic foundation that's in the orange tube. And I want to say, I don't know if I ever had that one. But yeah, but as you can see, it's a pretty good match on my skin tone. It was very thick. A lot of people liked it, but if you are new to makeup, it sometimes can be a little bit tougher because it is such a thick foundation. This also has a scent to it. I mean, I like it, but for some, especially if you have sensitive skin, you might want to be aware of that. It's kind of got like a sweet, kind of fruity scent to it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, so this is what the complexion is looking like. Like I said, it looks a little warm just a little bit, but like I said, once it settles into the skin, it does look really good. I maybe could go down like a little bit of a shade, but I feel like once, especially like summer hits and I do start maybe being out in the sun a little bit more, it'll be perfect. But there's not too much, like too big of a contrast between my face and like the rest of my skin that you see here. So yeah, so let's get into concealer. So these have been around for forever, enough to where like the name is like kind of scratched off. I don't know what their actual name is. I think it's just Juvia's Place concealers, but I have mine in the shade 3, which is for my contour, and then I have the shade 14, or sorry, I forget. Theirs is different. Like their smaller numbers like represent the darker shades, basically. Yeah. So, and then I have a shade 11, which is somewhat close to my skin tone a little bit, and then 14, which is like the really bright one. Yeah, I think I said those right. So yeah, so I'm going to contour first and then highlight. All right, so the complexion is looking really good so far. I'm a little bit dark, kind of like right in here, so I'm gonna try to blend that out a little bit more, but I did get my hand on a liquid blush. So this is their new blushed liquid blush, and I got mine in the shade Peach Rose. So I'm hoping that it matches up with the powder blushes that I currently have. When they actually sent out an email yesterday matching up the blushes with the powder blushes that they have. So this one didn't match with the one that I have, but I'm really hoping that it'll work. But look at how pretty this pink is. Super duper pretty. So these retail for $18. So I got mine from Ulta. So right now they have the $3.50 off 15 purchase. So it's I don't know. I just like it's maybe a smidge pricey for a liquid blush, but you do get a really good amount. So if this is like a really pretty shade and you're using it like all summer and whatnot, then yeah, it'll work. So I love the doe foot applicators that they have. So I'm going to do that before I set my concealer. Ooh, pretty. Okay, we're going to start off with that much and see how it goes. These are pigmented, y'all. Definitely should have only used a little bit. So yeah, I may have to I'm gonna spread it with the brush, but then I'm going to probably go over it with my sponge to just tone it down just a little bit. Pretty sure I just covered up my contour too. Okay, that's pretty. I mean, like it's very bright right now. Just need to, tone it down some more. But so far, a little bit goes a long way. And I feel like this is perfect for, I feel like any skin tone, honestly, but especially on brown skin. Okay, I'm looking a little crazy. I have been enjoying putting powder over my eyebrows because it helps them not to get as shiny as the day goes on. Because let's see, I still have about like 3 more hours before the party, so I'm just getting ready super early because I knew I wanted to film. But yeah, I went ahead and set with under eye powder, so still looking good. Did a little reverse contour. So next up, we are going to bronze. So Pretty sure y'all have heard a million things about this one. So this is the Juvia's Place Bronzed palette in the shade Tan. I probably could go maybe a little bit darker, but if you've been watching my videos, y'all know I use this lighter shade to snatch the nose and then this top shade to do my bronze. So I feel like it should be good and it should bring just a little bit of warmth back to my face since I kind of covered up my contour with the blush. But as you can see with the powder that I used to set with, it did kind of tone it down some, which is good. So I'm going to do that, and then just to make sure I didn't use too much, I'm just going to hold the brush lightly and tap, tap, tap. I actually really do like this bronzer because if I use like a dark kind of contour, it tones it down basically. I don't want to keep adding dark on dark on dark basically. So yeah. All right, so moving on to more blush. Honestly, I don't need it, but you do always want to set a liquid blush with some sort of powder, but just because we're doing the most today. I have these two here. So this is their blush palette. So I have volume 1, which is the original one that I've had for a while. And then I recently got my hands on volume 4. So volume 1, it's going to be like the perfect like orangey shade, but then also kind of like a mauvey one. So I usually like to mix these together, or you can wear them separately depending on how you want to. One thing I do love, sorry, whatever you see in the mirror, they all come with a mirror, which is amazing because I feel like even some higher end products, they do not come with a mirror these days. And then I also have this pretty one, which I feel like I'm just going to dip into this shade today. I feel like that's a good match basically. So yeah, so I've been loving this one, especially on my brown skin. So yeah, so I think I'm just going to go in with this pink shade and see how that looks. That's all we needed. Just a little tap. So next up, I'm actually going to go in with their new powder foundation. So I got mine in the shade Zaria, which is kind of like a tan 2 shade. So really pretty. I feel like this is perfect for an all over base. I kind of want to try this as just like a powder foundation, like nothing else, just this to see how it looks. But yeah, let's go ahead and wipe all this powder off and blend this all together. Okay, let me fix my bun a little bit. It's actually kind of like a cute, like loose bun, basically. So face is set. I feel like it's looking really good, if I do say so myself. So going in with their eyeliner. So this is their Nubian eyeliner in Kajal. So I have it in black. I also have it in a like a bluish shade, which is pretty too. So yeah, I'm just gonna line my waterline. Okay, I'm in the middle of wrapping up my eyes, but since I'm a little extra, I did go ahead and put on lashes. I just need to do bottom mascara, but I want the inner corners just to have like a slight pop. So I'm gonna take this Warrior palette and then this light shade here, and I'm gonna put that here in the inner corners. Something about like a shimmer like lid with like a matte inner corner, it always looks really good. Just gives you that just enough pop basically without just having to add like more glitter. Love it. The spirit of extraness, I do also have this Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. I don't think they have this one anymore. If they do, it's probably going to be really good sale. But I went into this shade, which is Zoba, a light pink. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of that onto the nose. And then I might need a brush. I didn't want like too much because the blush is already enough. That's why I was kind of going to use my finger. But I feel like on the nose it looks pretty. I'm going to tone it down just a little bit, but I feel like this is just little pop color. All right, y'all, so wrapping things up, base is pretty much done. Of course, we got to end off with the lips. So I have quite a few of their lip products. Here are some. I have 3 of her lipsticks. One is over here that I'll be using today, but wanted to highlight these 2. I have In Vogue, which is kind of like an orangish kind of color. And then I have this Nubian Sand, which is like a nude. Then I have all of these, I have all of these lip glosses. This one's really pretty, Oasis. I also have Barely There, which is like a pinkish, like really, I want to say pinkish nude, light pink. This is supposed to be clear, but you can mess this up by putting, like if you already have like a lip liner on and then putting clear gloss, it can alter the color a little bit, but this is supposed to be clear. Then I have this one here, which is Kiss Me, which is like a really pretty pink. And then this is giving more like mauve pink, and this is Bronzed Rose. So first things first, gonna go in with the lip liner, and this is in the shade Cola. Cola's good, and I feel like I've used Brownie before. I really wanted to use Wine today, but my Wine one, it completely, or was it Scorpio? I think it's Wine. Anyways, their Wine lip liner, it's like a very pretty, like burgundy reddish color, but it broke in here because these are very creamy, so you'll want to keep that in mind. Then I'm going to go in with this shade hashtag 2020. And this is like a real pretty kind of like mauve pink. Then for lip gloss, ooh, I don't know. Let's do Bronze Rose. We'll do that one today. And I think this one can honestly be worn by itself too. All right, y'all. So it is about an hour or so later. I finally got dressed for the graduation party. Just have on like this little 2-piece set. If I do get any cute pictures or videos, I'll try to insert them somewhere here for the ending of this video. But yeah, this is the full face of Juvia's Place. One thing I forgot to mention was they do have lashes. Unfortunately, I have not gotten my hands on those lashes just yet, but I've heard good things about them. So if you're interested, make sure you go check them out either on their website or at Ulta Beauty. But yeah, I'm loving this look. I feel like it goes perfectly, especially with the neutral outfit that I chose. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below your thoughts on the new Juvia's Place foundation and the powder foundation and the blush. What do y'all think of it? So far, I really do like it. I feel that it wears really well on the skin. Doesn't feel too heavy. The blush is amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on more of the shades and everything. Of course, the lip products are always just bomb. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.